Alright, what's going on, guys? We're back with another Dokkan battle video, and today we're going to talk about Daima. So, if you've been around here, a while, especially with everything going on with Dokkan, we've been speculating as a community that Daima had to be coming soon. Daima had to be on the horizon for, Golden Week. Daima had to be coming for the Global Dokkan campaign. Now, Daima's got to be coming for Tanabata. Like, around every corner, it just seems like Daima just keeps getting thrown around, and more. A lot of the community just gets disappointed that they haven't put them, given a little more representation of Daima in the game. The show's been off now for a while, and the fact that we still don't have, mini Super Saiyan 3 Goku, adult Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta, mini Super Saiyan 4 Goku, adult Super Saiyan 4 Goku, Goma, dude, like all these Daima characters that are just completely unrepresented blows my mind. So, I like to speculate that Daima's coming soon. And in my part 2 kind of, breakdown video of all the events and stuff, we kind of talked a little bit about the fact that I have a thought and a feeling that the possibility of Daima being a, Part 3 or Part EX part was pretty likely. And now Proton here has posted something showing about the Daima event that it is scheduled to actually go away on July 31st. So this event has been around for a while now, right? It's just been there. Like, it never has gone away. They add stages every 2 weeks. And they've just been building and building. Now they finally have ended the event. Like, we've gotten the final stage, stage 16, which wraps up everything. It's the climax of the story, and it's just done. However, like I said, I've been speculating a lot that I think we could see the possibility of Daima as an EX part for this celebration. And it kind of comes from, the 10th anniversary did have the EX part that was basically the next month's Dokkan Fest leading up to Saiyan Day. They just labeled it and tacked it on as part of the anniversary. We got mini Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta, which was great. I love that unit probably more than most people do, but that might just be because I'm a Vegeta fanboy and I love anything that they do with Vegeta. So now, I've kind of thought that maybe the possibility of them doing an EX part for the Global Dokkan campaign and maybe doing a mini, whether it be Super Saiyan 3 Goku or Super Saiyan 4 Goku, is kind of up in the air, and I think it is possible. But, I guess in the end, we'll see. We'll see what happens. I think, part 3 is gonna end up happening, not next week, but possibly the week after, whether it be the beginning or middle endish of that week. I think we'll see either a part 3 or just labeled as part EX if they don't want to do a full part 3, because the Global Dokkan campaign is scheduled to end on the 11th of August. So at that point, what else is there to do? In the breakdown video for the part 2, we saw that the stone sales are going away on the 7th. The Elder Kai banner is renewing on the 8th. So, I mean, a lot of that stuff, not always, but typically points towards a, new summonable character coming around that time. And if the celebration is not supposed to end until the 11th, it could be just that the next Dokkan Fest is starting, a few days early. It could. But my hope and my gut tell me that I think we could see Daima show up as part of an EX part to this Global Dokkan campaign. And honestly, Super Saiyan 4 mini Goku, dude, just put him in the fucking game. I don't understand what is going on with the fact of why they have not added these characters in. And do you guys just not like money? Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta has done extremely well here for part 2, and now what better way to completely capitalize on it and just solidify this as being like the craziest like celebration that Dokkan's had, and just drop something with either this guy or even like the adult form. Like, another thing I'd mention was that, like, you know, we had the 6 LRs for the 10th anniversary. Now, did I think they were going to use 6 LRs for the Global Dokkan campaign? No, I did not. But my hope was that maybe we'd get an EX part, just like we did with the 10th anniversary with the Super Saiyan 3 Mini Vegeta. You know, whether it be this guy, whether it be this guy, whether it be this guy, like, it doesn't matter. Put them in the game. Like, people, like, there are some Daima haters out there, and I've seen it. You know, some people don't like Daima, some people hate Daima, but overwhelming majority of us, like, we actually really enjoyed Daima, and we enjoyed, like, the fact that they did this in the show, and have just been, like, waiting for Dokkan to jump on this stuff, and they just haven't, and I don't get it. I don't understand why, but hopefully soon. You know, this goes away July 30th. That's pretty early compared to what I thought maybe we could see, but then maybe that means, you know, part 3 starts sometime around there, or like the beginning of that next week, like on the 4th. So maybe like the 31st, the 1st, or like the 4th, we could see like a part 3 or like an EX, something kind of start going and run until, you know, the next celebration that starts. Or even, I mean, hell, we have part 3, you know, there's no summonable unit, it's just a bunch of easy A's, and then maybe the end of that week, bleeding into the next Dokkan Fest, is an EX part that also counts as the next Dokkan Fest and an EX to the Global Dokkan campaign. Those are just my thoughts. I've been thinking about that for a while, and then seeing this just makes me kind of think that more, because, like, I mean, yeah, the story's here, it's been here for a while, it's eventually going to go away, so this might just be that, you know, this could mean nothing, this could mean everything, but to me, I am, you can put my tinfoil hat on and just hoping that we're going to see something Daima represented at the end of this celebration, whether it be a part 3, a part EX, or a, you know, August Dokkan Fest that is kind of tied to the Global Dokkan campaign. But I mean, that's all speculation, that's all my thoughts. Like, I want to see these guys in here, I want to use them, I want to see their animations. I think they're gonna look so good. Like, all the Daima stuff looks so good in this game, and the way that they did Gogeta, dude, like, if they even come close to that style of animation with, like, these guys, like, holy shit. you've got a banger on your hands if you do something like that. I'll tell you that right now. So I think the last thing we're really going to do for this video is, I do have quite a few events still to run for the Daima event, so we're basically going to just switch over to the game, and I'm just going to run through these kind of as we talk. Now we'll jump back in here. Okay, so yeah, so we're just going to run through these kind of as we talk about it, and dude, I just think, like, having Daima in the game, like, yes, we do have a little bit of Daima representation. I should have turned the scenario on so we can see all the stuff, but we'll do that for the next fight. But yeah, dude, like, they have Goma's assets. Goma's assets are here. Goma has a legitimate super attack animation that looks like it would be part of an LR super attack animation. So, you know, they're already building his stuff up. They're building him to be in the game. They're building him to be ready. Super Saiyan 4, you know, Mini, Super Saiyan 3, Adult Vegeta, Super Saiyan 4, Adult Goku, they all have assets in the game as well. So why not continue to capitalize on that? Keep moving forward, keep building that, and actually make them playable. Like, the fact that we've waited this long is actually insanely crazy to me. Like, ideally you would just, like, run it as it's going along with the show, But I mean, look, there he is right there. mini Goku. Yeah, dude, just imagine like having him again. Like, that's just like the story mode asset, like, you know, the still, whatever. Like, imagine having him. Like, I don't know if he'd show up as an LR. I don't know if they'll go that crazy if they decide to do it. I would love it if they decided to do that. But, you know, I'm not really holding my breath on any of that. But dude, can you imagine? I think some people would be pissed, right? Because of, you know, already burning all their stones and already doing everything for the Global Dokkan campaign. Can you imagine a dual Dokkan Fest? Or like a dual, like another Dokkan Fest Carnival for Super Saiyan 4 and Goma at the end of this as like a surprise thing? Like, I think people might actually be pissed if they did that. So maybe we don't go that route, but at least one of them, right? Because I think if they were to do it, they wouldn't, you know, make it part, like, they'd make it part of the celebration, like, title-wise, but I don't think they would make it to where, like, you know, you'd be able to use your Dokkan Fest coins or Carnival coins from, like, the GDC stuff on them in order to get, like, a copy of them, like they do for these guys, for, like, Gogeta, Omega, Goku Black, Super Saiyan Blue, Goku, Vegeta. You know, he would be, like, his own standalone type of thing with his own pity system in order to get him. So, yeah, I mean, dude, I could rant about this literally all day long because I have had this, like, thought in the back of my head ever since, like, the Global Dokkan campaign started and we thought it was going to be Daima just based off, like, how the hints were going. And then when it turned out not to be and it was just Future, which ended very well. Like, I will not knock that at all because they blew it out of the park, like, way better than anybody thought they would, especially when we all figured out that there wasn't a usable Super Saiyan Blue Vegito. But, you know, nonetheless, they did really good with part 1. They've done incredibly well with part 2. Like, the Gogeta animations are beautiful. So I'm just ready to see, like, this guy in there, man. Like, see him, see Super Saiyan 4 Daima mini or adult Goku, because, like, dude, can you imagine what their animations are gonna look like? Like, entrance animations, active skills. Oh, dude, like, look, like, here's Goma's. Like, look at that. That is 100% a part of some sort of LR super attack animation that we don't have a playable character for. It just doesn't make sense to me. Okay, yep, so they're finding out about the eye, right? So how to remove the eye. Smack in the back of the head 3 times. Okay, so that was stage, what, 15? So we got one more. So yeah, stage 16 is going to be the final stage. They have said it's the climax of the story. So this is where we'll actually see the asset for the adult Super Saiyan 4. There he is, right there. Speak of the devil. Super Saiyan 4 Goku right there. So, yep, we'll run through this real quick, and then I think that will be the end of it. I will end my rant right here. You know, just enjoy the final phase, the final mission, the final event of this Daima story event that has been around with us for quite a while now. Yeah, it's going to be sad to see it go. It was kind of fun to watch the stages get added to it, you know, every like 2 weeks or so, whatever it was. I kind of wish they did more with it with like the free-to-play stuff. Like, I know they had like the minis in there. And that was pretty cool. I wish they would have done a little bit more, you know, some free-to-play things and whatever else. But again, they're just dragging their feet with getting more and more of this stuff in there, and I don't understand. I don't get it. Oh yeah, Goma, you got your ass kicked. Sorry, brother. Get in the tiny jar. Alright, show my king. King Ku, where is he? I know he's here. Bam! Hell yeah, dude. Oh, man. Yeah, dude, doing Ku need a card too, man. Having a tag doing Ku would be so cool. I think that would be sweet. I just want to see the animation of Majin Do like copying Goku and going Super Saiyan 3. I think that'd be funny to see. Yep. All right, yep. See you later. Oh, so they go back to the shop. Okay, see, I was wondering if they would put this in there or if, like, maybe we get one extra stage. That was always my thought. Maybe it's like they do the final fight, but then there's one extra stage and they kind of talk about this stuff, but I guess they kind of lumped it all in here at the end. Okay, well, that was the final stage of the Dragon Ball Daima story event, and the end of my rant, my Daima rant. I will try to not bring it up again until it actually happens, and maybe I'll be able to say I told you so. Maybe I won't. Who knows? We'll see. Either way, Daima's coming at some point, whether it's sooner, whether it's later. Daima will be here. It's just a matter of time. So that does it for the video today, guys. So if you stuck around to the end, I appreciate you. Thanks for hanging out with me. Let me know what you guys think about the possibility of there being a Daima EX part for the Global Dokkan campaign. Who would you want to see? Do you even want it to happen? Have you finished this story event? You know, make sure you guys get this done. It does go away July 31st. So if you're not done with it yet, get it done before then. Otherwise, you miss out on the chance to get, you know, the missions done, the stages done until either it comes back or, you know, if it's in the portal memories, you can use keys, but, you know, you don't want to have to use resources. We can do this for free. So get it knocked out, get it done. And yeah, that is the end of the Daima story event. So like, subscribe, do the thing, and I'll see you guys next time. See ya!